Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? Besties, I have some news for you. I know I'm catching it late. I had to work today. When I got off, I got on YouTube, and honey, the blogs and the streets was talking, honey. Let's get into it. We ain't got much time. Ciao. Brit, Eady did not show up to the reunion tonight, today, to whatever. Can you believe that? She did not show up to the reunion. No one knew that she was not coming. She did a no show, a no call, no text, no email, no heard it through the grapevine, no nothing. She abandoned her job. She just quit. No notice. The reunion aired today. The taping for the reunion was today. You know, it's a long day. The reunions take about 12 hours to shoot. They cut it up in 3 parts most of the time, you know, for Bravo. And that's that. Let's get into it. So then I find out Kenya Summer Moore was not invited to the reunion. Big mistake. Big mistake. Bravo, you have truly messed up. You know what I want to say. You have truly F-bombed this season. If you didn't know, you know now. And I don't know what you're going to do for next season, how you're going to put this back together. We got some things to get into. I got to read to you some responses before my phone dies. And I need to go to bed. So, Bravo sends the housewives the rest of the episodes of the season, right? They send it to them 2 days before the reunion. So today is Thursday. So they sent episode 14, 15, 16, and 17, perhaps. They sent it to the ladies on Tuesday, and they have to watch all of the episodes before the reunion. I think that's what, you know, what makes them come onto the stage hot and ready to clock in and clock and pop, you know, that gets them going, right? So we haven't seen these episodes yet. We don't know what exactly happened, what transpired in these next few episodes that made Brit say, you know what? I'm not showing up. Because she had to watch the rest of the season. So now we don't know what happened. We have to watch over the next 4 weeks to see what happened because we want to know what happened. Why didn't she show up? And you're not coming back. When you don't show up to a reunion, you're not asked back. So you don't get a peach. You will be buying your peaches from the grocery store, honey, because you will not be holding a peach on this here platform. And it's just like, Brit, you needed to complete this task. You got a seasoned vet housewife kicked off the show earlier in the season, episode 5 to be exact. That has never happened in the Bravo verse, in the housewife verse. That has never happened. Now you don't have a chance to defend yourself. You can't clap back. You can't explain yourself. You won't be heard. These people will just assume and run with it. And you know, Portia's good at making narratives. She paints a good narrative. And you know, Bravo, you really dropped the ball because I say this because had they fired Brittany, girl, I'm calling her whole name now. If they would have just fired Brit after the pow pow incident with Kenya, none of this would have happened. We would be just moving on and just la 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 and kiki and ha 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 through these episodes. Had that happened, Kenya would still be on the show doing her thing, right? And I would have loved to have seen Kenya and Angela. I think they would have been a great pair. You talk about frickin' frack. I think they would have been the new frickin' frack. And then add Kelly onto that, and then here come Phaedra, and Cynthia, and of course Portia Shabia and Drew. Like, I really would have loved to have seen Kenya and Angela interact. And it's just so shocking to the fans, us, right? We waited 2 years. They had to reboot this franchise. It took 2 years for this. Bravo, you got it all wrong. You messed up. And those two women should be on this reunion. Brit and Kenya. Kenya should have been asked back, and Brit should have came, and they could have hashed out. You know what I'm saying? We needed a resolve to what happened. We needed that. I mean, what else is there to talk about for 3 parts? We're going to hear about Shamia and Portia's friendship and Drew and Dennis. Oh, goodness. Please don't do that to me. So let me tell you guys what Brit wrote. Are y'all ready for this? We're going to get into it. Okay, so here it goes. As everyone is now aware, I'm not attending the reunion. This was my decision. The events of this season have devastated me. And while I cannot say much right now, which means she's going to be up for anyone who will interview her, right? Carlos King, Nene, even, right? They're going to interview her. She's going to allow them. Of course, she's going to probably go on to the Breakfast Club and Angela Yee and all that, right? So, that whole, while I cannot say much right now, that tells me that she will be speaking later after the reunion. So to add on another 4 weeks, plus the reunion is 3 weeks. So we have 7, 8 weeks until we hear from her again. So that's 2 months. Okay, let me continue. I do want to set the record straight about one thing. The graphic photo, the photo surrounding the events in episode 5. That photo was not me. Girl, I know you lying. I know you are lying. That wasn't you, Brit. Is that who? Was that is this a publicist stunt? Like, seriously. Really? That wasn't you. So Kenya doesn't know what you look like. Is it not you because you've gotten so much work done that you think no one will recognize the old you? Baby, we saw you crying after that incident. We saw you crying to your mom and to your husband and admitting that you used to do webcam with your friends and blah, 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 blah. That wasn't you? It's taken you a year to say that? It's giving liar, liar, pants on fire, hanging on a telephone wire. That's stupid. So you're telling us that Kenya don't know what you look like. Production did an investigation. So you're telling us that nobody on the production team can no one saw it, huh? No one knew it was you. Cynthia was there. Portia was there. Those ladies, I think Kelly walked out with you or something like that when you walked out. But the other ladies, they didn't recognize you. Come on now. Angela didn't recognize you. She got work done. She knows what a before and after face looks like. Honey, no, she didn't. I'll continue. As the episode makes clear, I did not see the photo at that time, at the time. So this happened a year ago, and you're just, wait, what? You did not see the photo then? Well, why was you crying and the hoopla hollering? Because the first thing that I think that I would have said was, let me see the picture. Let me see. Wait, she said, what? Kelly came outside. I was like, girl, they chopping you up. You should have went back in there. If that picture wasn't you, I think you would have went back in there and said that then. I'll continue. Rather, I was made aware of the photo being presented at the event. And based on what and based on what I was told, Lord, here we go, assumed that it was somehow a photo of me, which is why I reacted in the way that I did. Bad publicist. This is bad. I did not know who was in that photo, but upon seeing it for the first time recently, I know, I now know it was not me. So it has taken you a year to look at this photo? Girl, go play with somebody else. Who you think you talking to? You think we stupid or you think we dumb? Because you got to think we're one or the other. Is it stupid or dumb? You think we're, because we all think you're both, but you think we just as stupid as you. Girl, get out of here with that lying. You reacted. Come on now. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So some think that she left because there was a disagreement between her and Shamia. Allegedly, Brit, I'm about to call her Brittany. Allegedly, Brit said that Shamia needs to be at home more with her special needs kid. And I just want us to get to a space where we leave the children out of our conversations. I don't care if we say that they sweet, nice, indifferent, bad, good, middle ground. Stop it. Because I still don't like how Drew mentioned PJ, you know, the whole college fund thing. That was not cool, in my opinion. A lot of people don't think it was a big deal, but it is. Don't bring up my child. At least if you're going to, one more thing about that. If you're going to talk about PJ, say it to Portia. You know, saying it to Shamia and others, it's gossip, it's bad, it's ill intent, it's malice. Sorry, yes, that's what I believe. Okay, so let's get back. Somebody else feels that she probably bailed out of the reunion due to her husband's allegations. You know, the country club is suing them for over $10,000. The party planner is suing, the caterer is suing them. So they're thinking that they don't want to address it, they don't want to talk about it. And you know what I want to tell you guys? Let me tell you guys. After I recapped uh episode 13 on Monday or Sunday, whatever, you hear this? I have a post-it. Let me tell you what I wrote on this post-it. Okay. I wrote, Brit is giving, I ain't coming back next season. Honey, called it. I called it. I mean, I didn't know she was going to not show up to the reunion, but I had thought that through after I did my recap. I said, you know what? She's giving, you know, that event at the country club and just the donation that she didn't donate. You know, it's giving she ain't got no money, she ain't got it to do. You know, this whole thing has just blown up in her face. And a lot of people are just not cut out for reality TV. But Bravo, you messed up. You messed this whole thing up. You just should have fired her. You know, this woman got rid of Kenya. Kenya. And then when I think about it, they wasn't going to let Kenya come on the reunion show because she would have called them out. She would have called out production. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So let me tell you guys what Kenya said after Brit posted this. This is what Kenya said. I'm disappointed to not be a part of the reunion season 16 taping today. Please know I take full accountability for my actions and deeply apologize well, she's so well, there's a word missing. Hold on. Let me start over. Please know that I take full accountability for my actions and deeply apologize to all those affected, including Brittany, the cast, crew, guests, and viewers. I look forward to seeing you all back on Bravo soon. What? Kenya Summer Moore is coming back, honey. You guys know I didn't already said it. Bring Kenya back next season. There's no reason for her not to be here. Bravo production. You guys messed up. So I heard Brit took down her RHOA off of her bio on Instagram. She is not affiliated with Housewives. She's only talking about her insurance now. Honey, she has left the building. She has quit. She has threw in the towel. Girl, Brit is something else, honey. This has never happened in the Bravo verse. What is going on? Mia walks off the stage during season 2. I mean, reunion part 2. It's like we gotta. I bet you they're gonna change the contracts. It's like because you have to come to the reunion, right, in order to continue and be back next year. I'm sure, if it was me, you wouldn't get all your money until you completed the reunion. Uh-huh. I would just you gotta come back. We need to hear from you. You gotta tie up the loose ends, girl. Goodness gracious. So we don't know why. I guess over the next couple of episodes, we'll have to figure out why she left. And I'm just like, goodness. And if Kenya does come back, you better ask for $800 million, Kenya. You better get them, get them, get them, get them. All that disappointment and embarrassment and firing you and picking her over you and because you cost so much. Well, you better add tax and gratuity onto your contract next season. Stick them where it hurts. They got the money. Kenya, you better get your money, girl. Come back and you better come back good, girl. So I'm happy about that because Brit is giving nothing this season. She came on strong and wrong, and now she's just flopped. She gives nothing. Like last week when they were at the table, she didn't say nothing the whole episode, but she had to come at the last minute and tell Phaedra, oh, my husband invited Apollo and his wife to the event. So I don't want you to think that was me. Girl, she was quiet the whole episode. She's giving nothing. She has nothing. So I think that's it. It's just, she said it wasn't her in the picture, but why was you crying and going through all your emotions? Remember this, y'all? I lost my insurance license behind that. And it wasn't you, liar. So, she tried to play in our face, make it seem like Bravo didn't know what they were doing, but she got them looking real bad. Bravo, you need to y'all got to come together and get it right. Y'all better call Kenya and see if she can come. Hurry up and say a little something. Give us a little something because we need something or this show is going to go to the pits. Portia can't do nothing. Drew, y'all going to attack Drew some more? And I don't know what this reunion is going to give. We're going to have to listen to Portia and Shamia cry about their friendship. And then Portia going to jump on, everybody going to jump on Drew. And it's just like, Brit, you going out bad, sis. They fired Kenya for nothing. For nothing. Well, I'm going to go and call Kenya. I want to know what she talking about, girl. What you know? We'll hear more. Do we need to go find Nene? She ain't coming back, but do we need to go get Nene? What does this show need, honey? Well, besties, drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about the news, what you think about Brit, what do you think about the future of Housewives of Atlanta? What do you think is going to happen with this reunion? What are they going to be talking about? You know, what are we going to be talking about, honey? Oh, let me tell you guys real quick. Let me tell y'all about the seating chart. How crazy is this seating chart? I mean, Bravo's getting it wrong. Like, Bravo's is getting it wrong every turn, right? So this is the seating chart, y'all. Andy is in the middle, right? We got Portia on his left, Shamia on his right, right? Like they're going at it. You know how they put people in the chairs because they kind of go at it, right, from across the room. So then second chair, we got Phaedra Parks next to Portia and Angela Oakley next to Shamia. Then the third seat, we have Cynthia and Kelly. Cynthia's on Portia's side. Kelly is on Shamia's side. And then next to Kelly is Drew. So I guess Brit was supposed to sit next to Cynthia. Now, how is a housewife? How is a friend of? It isn't. No, Phaedra is a housewife, right? Or is she a friend of? Anyway, just because they're vets, seasoned vets, but how is Cynthia and Portia gonna sit ahead of a housewife? That is weird to me. So this is what I think the seating arrangement should be. Andy in the middle, of course. I think it should be Angela and Drew in the first seat. They carried the whole season. They carried the whole season. It should be Angela and Drew in the first chairs. Then it should be Portia and Shamia in the second chairs. Then the third chair should be Kelly and Brit. Well, you know, now to be Kelly and nobody. Well, I guess they would move someone up. And then the fourth chair should be the friends of Cynthia on Angela's side. The way I had Angela, Portia, I guess Kelly, and Cynthia. And then on the right-hand side, I have Drew, Shamia, Brit, and Phaedra. Okay, that is how I wanted the girls to sit. But I can't wait to see what happens. I hope it's interesting enough to review it, y'all, because if it's all boring, well, I'm going to recap it, but child, I don't know. But honey, Brit has left the building, honey, and Kenya might be on her way back. Yay! Well, that's all I had to say. That was the tea I had to spill, you guys. Drop down in the comments, let me know what you think. Please like the video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And thank you to all my new subscribers. I am over 1,000. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yay! And make sure your notification bell is on, besties, so that you know each and every time I post my content. And I'll be back with another recap. Bye, besties.